Hey everyone, in this NBA 2K24 how to play with created player video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you may well have created a player in the features section. So we select that with the left stick and then A to select or X on the PlayStation. Go over to create a player, and just to show you I've got a player in here already. In the NBA section, there is my created player. If you haven't got a created player already, you can add one using that button there and go through all the little process there. Anyway, so let's say we want to add this player to a team. What can I do here? So we're going to back out of here, and the first thing I want to do is create a custom roster that I can use so I can sort of mess around with it without messing up the rest of my rosters. So for that, we come to this area here, create roster, and select it. And then when you're on this area, you can pick any of the different types of league types here, or roster league types. So we've got the modern, the LeBron era, the Kobe era, whatever you want. So we'll go with the modern one. And I'm going to create a copy of the official 2K Sports roster. And that is going to basically use the current roster that we know. And I'm going to create a copy of it. And then I can mess around with it without fear of damaging anything in the game. So we'll select this. So here is the current roster that we've got. We can see all of the different teams. We can go between them with the LBRB next to Philadelphia 76ers just over there. That'd be L1R1 on the PlayStation. So I can see all of the different teams here. So let's say I want to play for the Chicago Bulls. So we've got all these players here. And the first thing you may think is, okay, can I just be added to the team? So close but no cigar. So let me show you what happens. So if you hit LB or L1 and go over until you find created players, there we are, there's Grub Magnet. And if I wanted to add him to the Chicago Bulls, I can select him with A down the bottom there. It'll show a different button if you're on a different platform, X for the PlayStation. And then I've got this option that says copy to team. So I'm going to pick that. So I'll go copy to team. I want to play for the Chicago Bulls, man. And we do this, we hit A to select, and it says a team can have at most 15 players on its roster during the season. Oh, okay, so what do we got to do? So back out of here with B, or circle on the PlayStation, and then go find the Chicago Bulls again. And now you've got to use all your fingers and your toes to add up how many players are here, because bizarrely there are more than 15 here, so we've got to do some cutting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check out my add-in. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, man. So there are 16 here. So what we need to do is kick some of these off. We're going to kick off the two weakest overall players, which is Carlik Jones and Justin Lewis. So to get rid of them, all you need to do is select them and then say release to free agency, or you can delete them entirely if you want. So I'm going to release to free agency. Release, man. Same with this one. So we'll select and we'll go release to free agency. That, in theory, gives enough space in the team that we should be able to add our player to it. So we go back LB, 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 or L1, L1, L1 if you're on PlayStation. Go all the way back to created players. Select your player and then say copy to team. And you should be good to select the Bulls. Let's see. Yeah, now you would think, hooray, everything is done, man, everything is cool. Not quite, my friends, we're not quite there. So what we need to do is go back to the Chicago Bulls, and I will explain the problem. So currently, even though I am 99 rated, the issue that we've got is I will not be automatically selected for the team. So we're going to have a little look at how the roster is sorted here. So up the top left-hand side, you see it says roster creator. Flick that and you've got this different area here that says assign plays. So I'm using the left trigger for this, so it'll be L2 on the PlayStation. So we've got the ability to edit the playbook here. And what we're looking for as we go all the way over here is a particular area, and it's this, minutes per position. So we're looking at the rotations here. So what we want to see is who is our competition. So let's go find me. There I am. Check it out, man. I'm getting minutes of zip diggity. So you can see I'm set as reserve. I don't want to be no reserve. So what we want to do is change me with another person in the team. So we can do that here. We can either rebuild rotations or swap players around. So if I hit swap players, so I hit A, I can then go and move me to someone else here. So we'll go with DeRozan, swap minutes and move players. And you can see now I am now the main power forward here. So me and DeRozan have swapped around and I've kicked him out of the team. Sorry, dude, but I'm now good, ready to go. So, of course, you can mess around with other things here, rebuild rotations, rotation timelines, etc., etc. But we are good. So Once you do that, you can hit the exit button, and then we've got this option that says save and share roster, or just save the roster, or exit without saving. You want to save the roster, my friends. So hit save roster, choose a new file, and give it a name, whatever you want. I don't want to call it tour, I want to call it test. Very useful. Very useful. That's just great, man. So we'll do done there. And you can give a description as well to help you figure out what on earth this thing is, but I'm just going to go done because I've only got the one thing here. There are 4 teams that do not have enough players on their roster. 14 players required. When starting a new NBA, WNBA, their rosters will automatically be filled out. Do you wish to continue? That's probably because we're, I think we're still pre-season, aren't we, of the normal season of NBA, and we're using that roster, so that probably will change as we get closer to the actual season. So I'm just going to say yes. Yeah. And that's cool, man. So it's got this current roster that we've got. We are all good. So the question is then, how on earth do we then play with it? Now we've set everything up. So go back out to your root menu, choose a play now mode, for example, and we're going to use a quick play in this example. But there's an important step that you need to do here, which is down the bottom left. And you see there it says load roster. So for me, I press the left stick button, and then I can use these different things. But what I need to pick is the user created roster. Guess what it was called? It was called test, wasn't it? So you can see hot rosters here, new rosters, but we need to right button over until we select my files, and there is the test roster that we had. We select that with A, and you should see that everything is cool now. So we've got these, and if we have a little look at our different teams here, so if we flick between them, if we look at the Chicago Bulls, what we should see, there we go, power forward, grub magnet, happy days. So if we advance, we'll start the game. And just to prove that everything is all done and we can play with our created player, look at this, man. This was smooth the way this went. Where's my dude? There I am, right in the middle, you see? So number 17, we're all good. There we go. Once you're happy with that, you quit out. And everything is good. So there you go, my friends. That's how to play with created player inside NBA 2K24. I hope that was useful to you. If it was, give us a thumbs up, please. That's much appreciated. Any comments, welcome. If it was a good video, do let me know in the comments. That would be awesome because that helps YouTube know it's a good video. If you need any more help with NBA 2K24, let me know with what. I'll do my best to help. Game's only obviously just launched, so I'll be adding more content in future days, weeks, / months. So anything you want to know, do let me know on there. And if you like what you see on here, hit that subscribe, will you? Thanks.